time to make some breakfast sausage. Got a few ingredients here, but nothing too complicated. Let me use my cheat sheet, which I never use anyway. I don't know why I grab it all the time, but sometimes I need it. We've got some cannellini beans right here. Any kind of white bean works. We've got some TVP, textured vegetable protein. It's already been rehydrated, but it's not all watery. I've got some chicken here, chickenless base, vegetable broth, anything like that. I actually use a little bit of the Better Than Bouillon, just a teaspoon of that in a cup of water, and you're good to go. Right here we've got some vegetable oil, olive oil, any type of oil, soy sauce, and maple syrup. And I get the good maple syrup. Nutritional yeast flakes. Here's some flavorings here. We've got the smoked paprika, the sage. We've got our thyme, rosemary, and fennel seeds. Fennel seeds is like your secret ingredient. And then I do have a little shot of cayenne pepper here, very little shot. And we're going to mix all that together and then put your gluten flour in there afterwards. So this can all be done in the food processor. This is the nice part about this recipe. And by the way, if I were you, I would do triple batches. We do this for big camp meetings and different events that I've been at. I don't even measure it because I just know the flavor that I'm looking for, and we will mix them in great big containers. Won't even use the food processor to mix it. Now the way that you cheat on this one, and whoop, there, get all that in there, is you can use refried beans. And when we're doing it for camp meetings or big events, I will actually use refried beans, black or regular pinto, and then it's already blended up and you don't have to worry about the bean itself. So that's kind of a good way to do that if you're going to make big batches. So this won't take long. We're just going to give it a quick spin here. And I actually don't want it too mixed up because I want that texture. I want that texture in there. Okay, I'm going to take this and okay, and then we're going to add our Vital wheat gluten flour here, VITAL. Hopefully my measurements are perfect. They're supposed to be. And most of these recipes I've done at least 5 to 10 times on every one of them. But I always take a look here and see if I've got enough flour or too much flour. Sometimes you need to add a little more flour. I didn't weigh this one out, so that's why. A lot of times I'm weighing out the flour nowadays to make sure it's exactly what I want. But this looks pretty good, so we'll be okay. Love it when a plan comes together. Okay, just like that. Get all your ingredients mixed in here. Give it a good blending. But yeah, in the big event days, yeah, we just get big bowls and just throw in number 10 cans of refried beans and knock that baby out so fast. Okay, so that'll work for me right there. As long as you kind of press it. The whole thing about pressing is you're really incorporating everything so it sticks together. Sometimes if you see a little opening and it doesn't quite stick together, it's usually because you didn't press it all together that well. So, all right, we've got our steamer on over here. 2 ways that you can do this. You can do it in a steamer, half hour, or you can just go ahead and put it in the oven. And a lot of times we'll just throw these babies in the oven and that works pretty good. I'm going to show you a couple ways to do these real quick here. All you have to do is take whatever little amount you want, make your little Tootsie Rolls here, and you got to make sure that that inside kind of gets rolled in. And then you just twist on the outsides until you got your Tootsie Roll. Okay, we're just going to throw these in here as I get them done. Now you can really go with size. Let's say you want a really long one and not a fatty. You know, you'd have to stretch it out like this. This really has to come and tuck in. You got to tuck that baby in. And then you just keep rolling it up until you get to the end here. And then you twist and twist so that you get the size you're looking for, like that. See how that's kind of a real sausage looking sausage there. So you want to make them fatter, you can make them fatter. Bigger, you know, whatever fun things you want to do with this. Of course, the bigger you make them, you might want to take a few minutes longer to cook them. So that's the only issue there. But usually after a half hour, it's done. It's doesn't take that long to produce these things. We'd have teams doing this. I mean, literally whole groups of people, so we can knock it out really fast. But I'm going to make you some assorted sizes here just so you kind of know what's going on. And let me see if I can make the big one here. We got like 4 of those. That's fine. And or you can make big ones like this. Definitely going to take a little bit longer to cook this one. Okay, we're going to wrap this up. Sometimes you can do parchment paper and then do the foil wrapping. It's not really needed on this, but if you wanted to do it that way, you could. Okay, so this would be one that you, after it's done, you slice it and fry it. That's what would be the purpose of doing it this way. And just to make sure, hopefully it'll hold together. I think it's going to hold together okay. I got that one end here, it's kind of, my foil ripped up a little bit there, so I'm trying to protect it. Okay, we'll see if it doesn't pop. All right, put them in there. Half hour later, we'll be back. Okay, our breakfast sausage is done. I pulled them out of the steamer here just a couple minutes ago. Just wanted to cool them down enough for me to handle it. Normally I just put these in the fridge, deal with it tomorrow, and not even come back and do this for you. But we're going to show you what it looks like right here. Oh, the aroma is absolutely spectacular. And there you go. Look how solid it is too. Now, normally what I could do with this is actually fry it. And this is where you leave them refrigerated like this. Tomorrow we're going to come over. We can slice this one up, and then, yeah, I'm going to let that rest for sure. And then you just pan fry them. That's the easy way. Get those markings on it from the pan, and that's what really makes it. When you see the pictures, that's what you're going to see when I do my beauty shots. You don't always get my beauty shots here if you haven't noticed. Right here I'm just showing you the basics. I want to get you to know what you're doing, and then you can fine tune it later. But look at that. It's just beautiful. And you're going to love these. That's it for today. And we'll see you next time, helping you get healthy, one bite at a time.